Hi guys, in this video we're gonna start working on our animation blueprint for the animation to follow the currently equipped gun in the hands of the player character. So first of all we're gonna access the first person character class. In the left side, the components panel, we're gonna remove components that we're not gonna need in our game. So I'm gonna remove left motion controller. It's not gonna be a VR game, so we'll remove the right controller, the VR gun just in the viewport so you can see the VR gun. We remove it also, and the VR marker also. Now we have just the component that we need for our game. We compile and we save. We click on the Mesh 2P component, animation mode, Anim class. We click on the zoom tool to find it in the content browser, and we access our animation blueprint. We have the event graph and the anim graph, as you know. In the anim graph we access the state machine, and we remove the arrow next to entry. We're gonna start a new state machine. We're gonna modify the state machine. So gonna create a new state. I'm gonna name it idle run. Then we add another state. We name it jump. So it's too ready too early to compile, so now we add a new variable. We call it speed. This is to get the speed of the character. Direction, to get the direction. And lastly, equipped gun, to get the equipped gun information. Of course, it's gonna be of type the weapons, Anim, speed of type float, direction also of type float. Then there is this problem for the transition between the states. So what we should do is we press compile, then we click on can enter transition to display the transitions, between the states. Sorry, we add another transition. This is a bug, so what we should do to display these circles, the conditions, is we compile and then we go back to the state machine. We click on can enter transition in the compiler results, then we return to the state machine. We should see the circles, the needed circles to enter the transitions. So in the first one we double click on it, and to go from idle run to jump, is in air should be set to should have true as a value. So we drag it to define the transition. We go back for the transition between from the switch from the jump state to idle run state. ZnS should have false as a value. So move, we drag it, we search not boolean, the not boolean operation, and then we hook up the not boolean to result. So we compile, everything is fine. New state machine. Now we should get these variables from the player character blueprint, this one. So we access event graph. Here try get this event graph, of course, as you know, execute each frame. So try get pawn owner, we should cast it to first person character. Then we get the equipped gun. Its name is equipped weapon in the player character, so should change its name here just for consistency. It's not required, but just for things to be clearer, we set this one. So now we have the equipped weapon in the animation blueprint. Then to get the speed, get velocity, vector length, here it is, and we set the speed in the animation blueprint, the speed variable. And now to the direction. So what we should do is we get the character rotation, get actor rotation, here it is, calculate direction, also here it is, and then we hook up the velocity. Hook up the velocity, direction, and then we set the direction. Now we have the speed, direction, and equipped gun, equipped weapon each frame to drive our animation blueprint. We return to the Anim graph, sorry. We access the idle run state. Now we get our variable, get, and now we choose the Anim graph the node blend poses the weapons. This choose the animation depending on the information, the option in the equipped weapon, whether it is the pistol, shotgun, or assault rifle, and output it as the animation pause. So here we right click, add pin for element pistol, add pin for element shotgun, add pin for element assault rifle. Now we wire it to the output, animation pause, node. Then for the pistol, so this is the idle run state. Whether the character, it is the state when the character is idle and when it is running, and the transition in between. So it covers the idle state and the leap between idle and run. So the idle and run state and what's in between this state. So it covers the idle situation, the running situation, and what is between them. So now we should create a blank space for the pistol. If we have the pistol, we're gonna use the idle pistol animation. If we have the shotgun or the assault rifle, we're gonna create a blank space, custom blank space for these situations. So we return animation folder, to the animation folder, add a new animation blank space. Here it is. We choose the skeleton, of course. SK mannequin arms skeleton. This is the skeleton of our character, and we're gonna call this blank space idle run BS for blank space underscore rifle. We give it this name. So this is the blank space, we access it. In the asset details, horizontal axis, vertical axis, we're gonna name the horizontal axis speed. Its minimum value is gonna be 0, of course. Maximum value 1200. Interpolation time 1, just to avoid the jerky animations. Vertical axis. The horizontal axis should be direction. Minimum axis minus 180. Maximum axis, maximum value 180. Interpolation time 1. Vertical axis speed, its name, minimum value 0, maximum value 1200. Interpolation time 1. We save for now. We save all just in case, and we start adding our animations in the blank space, so that the blank space blend between the different animations depending on the direction and the speed of the character. So first of all, when our speed is 0, we're gonna use the animation idle rifle iron sights. We use this blank space for the shotgun and the rifle. idle rifle iron sights. When we have the maximum speed, now it depends on the direction. So for the direction 0, walk forward, rifle iron sights. For the direction minus 90 degrees, walk left, rifle iron sights. 90 degrees, walk right, rifle iron sights. 180 degrees, we're going backward, so walk backward, rifle iron sights. And minus 180 degrees, the same story. Backward we go, walk backward, rifle iron sights. Now we have the initial setup. If we have the speed of in order for things not to be too slow for the animation changes, for the animation change in this blank space, we're gonna start using these animations when we hit the speed 75. So here we're gonna put new animations here, work forward, the same ones as this, but in here, because grid snapping is enabled, so we're gonna disable it later on. So walk forward, of course, here, walk right here, walk left here, work backward here, and also work backward here, and here we're gonna disable grid to snap, right click on the animation and uncheck snap to grid. We set the speed 75, and we do the same thing for the other animation, disabling snap to grid. Here there is it's working, and speed 75. It's alright. We save. Now we have the blank space, so we return to the animation blueprint, we compile, and we add this newly created blank space in here. I'm gonna stop the situation. Okay. Shotgun pause. We duplicated with Control W, and assault rifle pause. We wire the speed variable, the direction variable. Sorry, it's the inverse. It's the inverse. So speed, direction, and the same thing for the other one. Guys, here I'm having a small problem, so I'm gonna restart the project and I'll be back to you soon. Guys, sorry for this problem. This is a problem that might occur when you work on the animation blueprint. It's that the menus just stop being displayed when you right click, or when you decide to choose a value, for example from here. You just can't get the menu. It keeps displaying and disappearing quickly. So what you should do, you just restart the engine, restart the project. Sorry for this. So now we have the idle run state composite created, and now we have a working animation blueprint, or working initial animation blueprint for our character. So you see the preview on the left side. Depending on, I'm gonna just navigate the blueprint, the viewport. Depending on the equipped weapon, if we choose shotgun, we have another animation. If we choose assault rifle, we also have another animation. So the speed 0. Given the fact that these animations were designed for a third-person mesh, an entire body, it's primarily gonna affect the legs, so we're not gonna see much change in the posture of the arms as we progress in the speed. So if we type 100, we're not gonna see a change or something like that. Direction, the same thing. Maybe it's a slight change, but we're not gonna see it in a significant manner. So now we're gonna test this. We're gonna test this in the level, in the gameplay. We access our first-person character class. There is also this problem, is that the engine move the mesh in the first-person character to the right. It rotates it to the right, so you should correct this. You click on the mesh, top view, lit, and you correct this situation. So rotation snapping 10 degrees, we choose world, and you rotate it approximately, for now, 70 degrees to the left. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Compile and save all. And we launch the level. So here you have the pistol. You have the pistol here. You have the pistol here. I jumped, as you can see, there has been nothing for the jump state, because we didn't define yet that state. We have nothing in it, so we have just for the idle run state, this state, as you can see. So we change the weapon to the shotgun, we have another animation. We change the weapon to assault rifle, we have another animation. We have the same animation at the shotgun, since we're using the same blank space for both of them. This is the blank space. So guys, thank you very much for watching. We have started working on our animation blueprint. We have an animation corresponding to the, we have animations corresponding to the weapon at hand. So thank you very much.